Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel drippy as hell because I'm wearing Patagonia socks.
Oh, really?
Yep. And
you feel that drip? You feel it?
Can I say these are actually very great socks? I don't think my grandma intended to get me socks for Christmas, but she found these and was like, "Hey, Merry Christmas." And
was it a good decision,
Grandma,
on her part?
Great Christmas gift. She don't even know Patagonia. Patagonia get respect in these streets.
Alterix on me, no, I don't need no Patagonia.
Hoo-wee. Tell me why Shardy was like, she rapped me to sleep last night. That's
interesting. Tell me about that.
We was just sitting there like freestyling. And also, I rap better than her.
Well, I mean, that goes without saying.
Dude, yeah. I was like, there was a couple bars in there where I was like, all right, I'll put that together. You know the danger of like that game of like rapping a little bit?
What's the danger there?
The biggest danger of rapping a little bit is making the mistake that you can rap a lot. Or like, I don't think people realize that to be a rapper, it isn't. Dude, that sounds awesome. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's killer. No. We're going to tell these people we're on a mountain. No.
Well, we are on a mountaintop currently.
We have a little bit of elevation. We're still in Texas. Can't lie to them that much.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good out here.
Yeah, I think like people don't realize the difference between someone that can casually like say something that rhymes and it sounds good versus someone that is a professional
that does that for a living
is that they do it at a production rate that it would take years to match.
No, I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing to spit one bar casually with your homeboys and be like, "Ooh, that was a bar. You came up with that just now." Like, yeah, that was great. But can you do that like again and again
and again
and again?
I don't know about that. I don't think it can do that.
It's true. Even like this, like like what people won't realize is at a point in time where this becomes successful, at least in the public view, because in my opinion, it's successful right now. Is like, by that time that happens, our consistency with it, like, no matter what, we will be able to pull out a recorder and a microphone, and record a podcast like it's nothing, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, I can start a podcast," and it's like, sure, you can. How many? We have 100 hours of a memory card that we had to fill up the first time we were doing this.
How many episodes can you consistently vamp for an hour? Or can't, because we've been doing this for a while, and we have been doing this.
We haven't been doing it for a while. Let's not make it seem like that. We have been pretty consistent.
Yes, we've been
since
consistent.
we've started.
Yeah.
And
I think so.
Yeah, and so like it's not even that. See, like you touched on it in a second. You were like when you were saying the episodes. This isn't the only episode we're going to do today. Right.
No, it's going to be multiple.
Exactly.
Just because of the workload that we have to do, so that we can be consistent and have breaks.
100%.
Yeah. And workflow for me was the first thing I thought of. Yeah. Whenever we were doing this, I thought we have to do multiple things in a row so that we can have some stuff to come out consistently and not sporadically, so that if people do find interest in us, we can have a steady flow of content and our personality that we can put out there. Because people, you can have a one-hit wonder.
Yep.
And then maybe not make another song. Yeah. And then maybe not make another thing for like another month or two. But, time is ticking.
Yeah.
And if you don't make anything soon, that flame is going to slowly cool down.
I guess the truth of the matter is like, hey, y'all, I know it's cliche to say, but just make something. Create something.
Yeah, I mean,
and then do it again.
Exactly.
And again and again and again. And eventually,
and
like...
again.
And
again.
The price of success is consistency.
Yeah. You have to be consistent with everything you do.
Consistency and then quality at a high level. Like, and that's with anything. A golfer, you're not a good golfer because you can go out, play 18 holes.
Right.
And, on that first game of golf, you somehow got like a hole in one, which is extremely difficult already.
That's difficult, but is also lucky.
Yeah, exactly. You're a great golfer when you can go out and play 18 holes, that's sick.
That's pretty good.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
We're outside right now for all of those that don't know.
Do we do an intro?
No, we haven't, but I'll get there. It's coming.
Oh my God.
It isn't lost on me. It's good because
okay.
they're just like listening to it, and then eventually the intro will come.
Yeah.
We got it. We got it.
I mean, we're only about 5 minutes in.
You know, that's perfect because
perfect
we
time.
can do like mic check 1 2 1 2. Y'all are now listening 5 minutes of the Random Tangent Crew on a Sunday afternoon in chilly Austin, Texas. It's not cold yet.
Yeah, it's about 30 something degrees. Feels like 15.
We're chilling outside, recording a podcast with the bro.
No, it's 41.
Feels like let's talk about this. This will be the first point of topic.
41 feels like 34.
If it feels like something, it probably is that.
I don't agree. If it feels like something, it's probably other factors.
Nope.
The room could be room temperature, but if there's consistent wind going into the room,
it is not room temperature. It is whatever. Antonio, I feel like we've had this. Has anyone ever slapped you and it felt like a hug?
Yes.
No, shut up. There's no way. You're saying it just to argue.
Argumentative.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Weather people. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? I've been wanting to talk about this.
What the weather men and women out there?
There are a few people that I just don't like in this world.
Okay,
a few people. The first type of person that I don't like, the person that buys a Ford Explorer.
Okay.
And paints it the same color as like as a cop car. Yeah. Those people deserve whatever is coming to them any given time of the day or year, month. I don't like those people.
That's no bueno for anybody.
And God help them if they are stopped on the side of the road with any type of car issues.
Yeah.
Because if I crash my vehicle because I thought you were a police car and I find out you're not, your car troubles are going to be the least of your worries.
Car trouble is going to turn into real trouble.
I won't care about what wreck I just got into. I'm going back however many hundreds of feet to fuck you up. So
that's fucked up.
I do not like those people. Secondly, I think, and I will add context after I say this, weather people, some of the worst people on earth.
Oh wow, that's okay. And why do you think that?
And not the good ones. Like I don't think people realize like the news aren't the good weather people.
Right.
They're like the weather people that got like B's and C's in school.
Like Anthony Antoine.
You know?
Or Ramisha Shade.
Yeah, like exactly. Hey, good weather people.
Shout out Ramisha Shade, by the way. I love her.
They work at NASA. They work at places
where they're not reporting about it.
Yeah, they're reporting to something that has bigger consequences, like someone dying in a rocket ship.
I never thought about that.
If you're watching weather on Fox, you are watching a C student.
Right.
Give you the report.
C's get degrees, Derrick.
No shit, obviously, and they still pay them great money. I am so confused.
They got the job.
Honestly,
yeah.
I should have went and become a weather person. It would have been perfect for me.
I mean, you could still do it now.
But see, the thing is, I don't want to.
Okay.
Because, like I said, they are the number 2 people on these people I don't like. Because 80% of the time, they are inaccurate. At least in Texas.
It's inaccurate because of they're giving the weather right now and they're predicting for the future.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you could go to work one day, literally stand in front of a board with numbers on it.
Yep.
Tell thousands of people my forecast, my prediction.
Yes.
Is that it is going to rain. Everybody prepare for the rain.
There's gonna rain. Get a jacket. Get an umbrella.
If you have never experienced what it's like in Houston, Texas, to cause or stir that kind of pandemonium, water is gone. Toilet paper is gone. Gas.
Everything is gone. Gas. There's a line at the gas station.
And all to find out. That is just a sunny day. It's one of the prettiest days. You could have went to the park. You could have had a great day, went out to eat, But no, you thought it was going to rain.
There's no other job where you can be 95% wrong and still keep the job.
And exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
100. If a doctor was
like, yeah. If a doctor says, "Oh, you have this and this and that,"
and was just wrong about it, they would be like,
"It'd be terrible.
You're getting sued.
Yeah,
you were taking away your license.
Taking away your license. You're taking the career's gone.
You have to
your credit's taken away."
We had one flood in Houston.
Yeah.
And they said this was a 500-year flood. No. This was a 100-year flood.
Yeah.
All right. We're like, damn. I guess someone first of all, who predicted 100 years ago that was like, hey,
must be sirs.
I don't know about y'all, but we gonna be good.
Yeah.
But 100 years from now, y'all might be fucked by a real bad flood.
How you know it's 100? I mean, it has to do with like the Earth and the sun rotation and all that, and the axis degrees and all that shit. Obviously, we didn't go to school for this.
Right. Let's start there. Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Was it 1 or 2 years later? Another flood comes.
Well, it just so happened to be that was the second 50-year storm that passed by.
And had a 500-year flood.
Right.
What the fuck happened 100 years ago and 500 years ago where we just happened to have those years come up 2 years apart?
The stars were aligned. I don't know what to tell you.
Needs to be fired. I'm not saying who. Someone needs to be fired.
Someone needs to have their jobs revoked.
Removed.
Yeah.
First, because if it was a 500-year flood or a 100-year flood, that means for the past 499 years or 99 years, y'all have been waiting for it. And what you're telling me is y'all didn't realize it was coming up soon?
It's not coming up. It's not coming up anytime soon. Actually, it won't be. It'll be another 100 years, actually.
And it'll flood tomorrow, and everybody be like, "Oh my goodness!" And I don't mean to be insensitive because these floods are damaging, but
they are. You're right.
I think the people that they damage should really start a riot.
Okay. That
be pissed off about it.
I mean, you can be pissed off about it.
Be very pissed off.
I don't know if you want to start a riot about it.
Go up to KHOU and be like, "Say, you dirty, you dirty, inaccurate." Sons of bitches.
Oh no.
You couldn't have told me this last year to prepare for this 500. Matter of fact, I should have known about this when I was born.
When you were born. Well, actually you're right. If it's a 500-year storm, shouldn't we know about the next 50 years of storms because they come up every 100-something years? Shouldn't we have a weather schedule forecast?
Exactly.
And just so you know, next year's the 500-year storm.
Yeah, we're coming up. It's year 499. like that would be so much more helpful.
Yeah. Well, you know why? It's because those things really don't exist.
Not at all.
It's all a scam.
It's
all
the Mayan calendar. That's what they're doing. Like it expired in 2012, but they was like, fuck it, we'll just still use some of it.
Actually, the Mayans didn't know their stars. And actually, we don't know our stars. So 2012 is actually in 5 years from now.
So, with that being said, y'all, best of luck.
Best of luck to you.
Get ready for the storm.
Actually, they weren't using the Gregorian calendar. They were using some other calendar.
Like, it's ridiculous. It kind of makes me upset. So, yeah, those are two people or two types of people that I don't like. I'm sure there's more. But those ones are the ones that most consistently come up in my head because I see
weatherman.
Too many
the weatherman is
Ford
concerned.
Expeditions is it Explorers or Expeditions?
Explorers.
I see too many Ford Explorers on the road that aren't cops. I think you know what? The government.
Well,
blame the government.
Well, you know what I say to you? You are driving a cop car.
I do drive a Ford.
You drive a Ford. Well, you drive the cop car that they were driving in like 2009.
Exactly. So it's irrelevant now.
Right. So it's irrelevant because you don't see cop cars with what do you have, a Taurus?
No, I have a Fusion.
Fusion. That's
exactly.
right. That's right. So I mean, come on.
I know. I get what you're saying, but here's the thing: mine is painted gray.
Yes.
You're right. So there's a clear differentiator. There are people out here that will drive like a black Ford Explorer,
all blacked out, all
or like
blacked out rims,
a deep navy Ford Explorer, And they're just driving somewhere, nowhere important to be.
And they're going 70
Facts.
on the side. Yeah.
Bro, I could have been somewhere a little bit faster had you not been driving that car today.
Very true.
You decided to go to the dealership. You went to the Ford dealership, and out of all the Fords, you were like,
you decided that's the one.
I want that one. You were
your band.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is who you were in school.
Oh, who were you in school?
If you drive one of those vehicles, you were not the class pet. You were not the cool kid.
Okay.
You were not the smartest in class.
Okay.
Matter of fact, you weren't any of the great archetypes that you could have in school. What you were was the secondary snitch. The first snitch and the bullied kids, those are all cops.
Right.
They made it. They have a career. You were the bad snitch. You were like the one where it's like, you're telling on me because we're all talking loud and the substitute teacher is here. Like, you snitching for no reason, bro. At all. You didn't point nobody out. You just went up to the teacher the next day and was like, everybody was talking loud there and the substitute teacher was here.
Oh, I see.
What made you say that? You were actually talking too. You were among the group that was talking.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
So, yeah, those people upset me. It's almost visceral. It's almost visceral.
I see one of them cars on the road. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I get upset. And yeah, whether people are just a close second because I don't like that you can be wrong so often.
I mean.
It seems illegal.
It seems illegal.
It does.
It does.
Again, right. A doctor. Wrong 80% of the time. What happens? More than likely that doctor is in prison.
I mean, a doctor, you're dealing with one person at a time. With news people, you're dealing with the whole city.
Thousands
of people.
A whole city.
Yeah.
Metropolitan area. You're giving them false information. They're going around telling their coworkers, hey, it's going to rain next week. Yeah. It's going to be super cold next week. Lo and behold, none of that shit happens.
Twister warning, and it dissipates 30 miles off.
Now I'm disappointed.
I guess we evacuated for nothing.
Now I'm disappointed because I got my body ready to experience a bunch of adrenaline.
Experience.
That's what I said.
No. I keep thinking about Glorilla.
So
she got a beautiful spirit.
My music.
She got a beautiful spirit.
Beautiful spirit.
Where's she from? Atlanta.
No, you're absolutely wrong, and that's why I didn't want to be so quick to answer because there are going to be a whole lot of people with terrible accents in Atlanta that are offended that you confuse their terrible accent with Memphis.
Memphis,
Tennessee. That's
I really don't know.
So yeah,
so
that's so funny. I love people that don't think they have accents or like can't hear their accents.
We don't have accents. We are Texans and we don't have accents.
That's not true at all.
That is so true.
We're Texans and we absolutely have accents. It's not the thickest of Texas accents, but if we were to go somewhere and just have a conversation, we would not sound like where they're from.
Well, I mean, I don't think we can definitely tune it up.
100%.
We can sound.
It's easy.
Howdy dowdy.
I mean, it just depends on who you're talking to.
Round over yonder.
I see that "Make America Great Again" hat.
Oh,
my voice gets a little bit just for my own protection.
That's funny you say that because you have one on right now.
No, I don't. That's a terrible joke. You're an asshole for that. This is audio only.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that's funny.
I love audio.
That's a mean joke.
I love audio only stuff because you can really describe the scene as best as you can, but nobody knows what you look like. So
you could also be inaccurate on this too.
Exactly.
Like I said, with this wind and stuff, we could be like, yeah, we're on the top of a hill right now.
I just got a fan pointed at the mics. I mean,
you got a soundboard.
I mean, if
playing bird sounds.
Oh man,
making a Truman Show episode.
We could take some pictures right here. Let's take a couple pictures.
Yeah, that's fine. Put it in the journal.
While we're doing the podcast, hold on, I'm gonna put my phone down. So whenever this video comes out, I'll put or I guess you'll put an Instagram post because you're the Instagram man for Random Tangent, and we'll post a new episode out today, and then those pictures.
Yeah.
So I guess whenever that comes out,
I'll be so pissed. They're gonna not see anything except like.
Did you get a picture of me?
I did.
Okay, perfect. Because I got a real good picture of you.
Perfect. I don't know if mine is real good, but I got a picture.
I mean, that Make America Great Again hat is gonna.
Shut up, bro. Stop telling people lies. I don't have a Make America Great Again hat.
No.
I do. When I was in New York, I saw a really awesome shirt, though.
Really? What was it?
Make tricking great again.
Oh, I don't want to make tricking great again.
I kind of want a hat that says make tricking great again.
Okay, that's funny.
It's hilarious, bro. Could you imagine being on the sub? It was a guy and his girlfriend had on a shirt that said make tricking great again. And I was like, God. I absolutely love this image that I'm looking at right now.
Was it a white guy?
No, it was a black man and a black woman.
Okay.
And I was
all right.
I'm with it. I rock with it. I didn't tell her that I liked the shirt because she might have charged me for it.
Yeah.
Charged me for a compliment because obviously if you wear a shirt like that,
you want a compliment.
Everything costs a fee.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, I would definitely wear a hat that says "Make Tricking Great Again."
Well, so
especially for guys definitely need that hat.
Speaking of making America great again. Oh, wait, finish that.
I was gonna say, yeah, the guys I don't think as many guys know how to trick. And tricking is a
definitely
skill.
Not.
And there need to be more guys that can trick out here.
I mean,
make a course.
Men know how to scam.
Right.
But they just don't know how to trick.
That's a different skill set.
It's a different skill set. It's a different mindset.
Yeah. Scamming is like malicious and nefarious.
Right.
But also very sly.
Right.
Tricking is more like, oh, if they're going to do it, might as well do it for me.
Yeah.
And if they're happy to do it, even better.
How can this benefit me?
Exactly.
The most.
Right. Without me giving up a whole bunch of stuff.
Exactly.
And they are willing participants. Scammers, the people that get scammed aren't necessarily looking to get scammed.
That's true.
People that get tricked on, there's always a trick willing to trick.
Those people that the dude you saw, did he look our age or did he look a little bit older?
No, these were two older folks. They were in their 30s.
Because
they 30 I say mid to late 30s.
Because we are of the ages where we shouldn't be knowing what tricking is, but we do because we have experience from our older siblings and older media like that growing up. So what I'm saying is people don't know what tricking is.
You think so?
Kids these days don't know none of that.
That's insane. If they don't know what tricking is, they missing out.
Really?
Facts.
Honestly.
Because if you ain't never been tricked on, gentlemen, it's
terrible.
No, it's actually great. Well, I guess it depends on how you say it. When I say a tricked on, when someone has ever tricked on you, like you have been the beneficiary of tricking. Oh,
I see.
It's great. Now,
so when you say scary, I'm kidding. There's
gonna be 4 episodes where we talk about this shit.
It's just interesting to me. I don't want to get into it.
Go ahead. You're already there. I feel like this really irks you.
Because I have 2 things loaded up right now. For context, we just recorded the episode with the interview with Deja.
Yep.
Deja was on our podcast last night. For you, it will be last week. So she was with us that whole time, and she was explaining to us the certain phrases and words that she used to use around us and the stuff that we remembered about her. So
I don't know, bro. If I call someone scary, I mean they are like a person that's scared of doing whatever the fuck's going on. I will never be like, this shit is scary.
She knew the definition, and she knew exactly what we were talking about, and knew it was a thing of like a cultural thing.
Yeah.
And it's just a thing. It's just a culture thing that I was never introduced to. So now that I'm being introduced to it now in
you don't like it
certain way, it's not that I don't like it. It's just confusing.
The English language is hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Second thing, talking about the hat that you have on right now, the Keep America Great Again hat.
Really trying me.
I mean, you haven't said anything about me yet, so.
No, what am I gonna? I'm not gonna defame you.
Well, like I got a poncho on, like and a piñata hat on.
Did you just pull like Eminem's card in 8 Mile? If I say everything that I am, you won't be able to diss me.
Yeah, there you go. I have a stereotypical poncho on because it's cold out, and I have like a really nice sombrero on.
How about I tell people how you scalped a man?
Okay, yeah. You can tell them that. You want to tell them that story?
I do.
Okay, go for it.
So, once upon a time, like I don't know if you know this, but Antonio is Mexican.
I don't know if you could tell just by hearing my voice.
Probably not.
Probably not.
But with that being said, he has a very deep like Native American spirit about him.
I got a beautiful spirit.
Exactly. And so one day we were out having a nice day at a coffee shop. Mm-hmm. It was beautiful. It was called
Great day.
Nanai. And a gentleman walked in And I guess that gentleman had beef with your tribe back in the Gap.
I guess so.
He must have been Mayan and you was Aztec. You know what I'm saying? and so Antonio went Full Metal Jacket with a big ass Bowie knife that he had in his boot. I didn't know he had a Bowie knife in his boot.
Yeah.
He just pulled it out. I was like, oh shit, he got a knife. Hope he don't use it on me. Lo and behold, he was like, hey, I got you this scalp. I was like, nigga, where you get a scalp from?
It's a sign of respect.
I was like, damn. Now that nigga that got scalped, the Mayan dude, he ain't even have nothing covering his brain for real. It was a very dangerous situation for him. I was upset. I was like, hey, Antonio, you shouldn't be scalping people. It's the 21st century.
21st century. The fuck that got to do with me scalping?
Insane thing to say. Absolutely insane thing to say.
Yeah.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
This guy walked in, and then I stabbed him 37 times in the chest.
Okay. Seems like you would run out of chest with that many stabs.
I mean, you can get pretty swift with it. You don't. People think about going
think
diagonal.
Think about what you're saying.
Thinking about
you're on the record.
Sorry. People thinking about going straight forward.
Yep.
But you really could twist your wrist right there and go side to side. That's a bad image. And then even go like left to right, diagonal ways. A stab could just be like the tip, so you put like maybe like 3 centimeters in.
God damn, pause. It's like that Charlemagne episode. Have you seen that clip?
What?
It's like a guy. I guess he's a I'm not sure if he's a minister or preacher. He might be just an outreach person.
Okay.
And he's talking about like his organization. He was like, yeah, we got guys come every weekend. He was like,
oh, you got guys coming.
He's like, guys come 4, 5, 6 times. You know, Charlemagne always be on bullshit.
Yeah, all the time.
He tried to let him slide like that first one.
Yeah.
Like, and it's funny because you see
the thought process.
You see a guy in the background, and I guess you see like the guys. It would be as if like we were sitting down and like Devin was sitting on the couch or something like that.
Yeah. And
so he go with that first one. He's like, yeah, man, we have guys come on the weekends, and sometimes guys come 2-3 times, one day.
Oh, man.
And all of a sudden, like that first one, the guy in the background like looks down and starts giggling. But on that third one, Charlemagne couldn't take it anymore, I guess. He was like, pause. God damn. That is definitely one of the funniest.
Charlemagne's always on some bullshit.
Yeah, man. I would enjoy going on Charlemagne's show.
I wouldn't.
You don't think so?
I
think me and Charlemagne could be friends.
You and Charlemagne could be, probably. I couldn't be friends with Charlemagne.
How come?
Charlemagne don't like me.
Why wouldn't he?
I'm not black.
It's Charlemagne. What does that have to do with anything?
He makes fun of people that aren't black.
Like most people.
Yes.
That are not black make fun of black people. Like,
I don't make fun of black people.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it. That may be a reason that Charlemagne likes you.
There you go. Perfect.
I feel like me and Charlemagne. Damn it, Barack.
I know. I'm saying. For context, we're trying to get off all Barack's hairs off this mic. We recorded last night.
Barack, for further context, is my dog.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama got his hairs all over a microphone. Not his hair on his head, though.
You were named after 2 great wizards.
The funniest part is Barack only has one name.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious, bro. When I went to New York and saw I saw Harry Potter on Broadway, and everything was great. It was awesome. They actually made magic like come alive in live action, which was awesome.
They made magic come.
And so the one part of the show that set me aback was that Hermione was black, which was great. We know it from the outset. Awesome. Yeah. We love diversity. Hermione and Ron's daughter also, melanated. So she has like darker skin. Here's the thing. Throughout the show, we see Harry Potter. Harry Potter is a white man.
Yeah.
Right? Cool. True to the story. I get it. Harry Potter has a son. This is the cursed child version of it's the
right. It's the cursed child.
Exactly. So he has a son. His son is white.
Right.
Obviously, Harry marries Ginny in the series. Ginny is white.
Ginny is the sister.
Ron's sister, right?
Right.
Cool. So things are making sense. I'm like, yeah, I can follow along. This is cool. Even if you've never seen the movies or never read the beginning books, I'm like, okay, I'm following. Here's the thing that kind of threw me back, and I couldn't hold what I said after. So about after intermission, because that's how Broadway works, they go for about an hour, take a break.
Yeah, just about.
Come back out for that second half of the play, the second act or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
In that act, about 20 minutes from the play is supposed to end, we see Harry's mother.
Oh, Harry's mom.
Yep, it makes an appearance, both the mom and the dad.
Cool.
What was confusing was Harry's mom was also black.
Oh, Harry's mixed.
Right, but no, because this white man that has been playing Harry the whole time is definitely a white man, not mixed. I was upset because if you go, you can't, like, it's one thing if you make a character black and then the consequences of that are seen, right? Like Hermione, black, daughter, mixed. Got it.
Right. Well, I mean,
Harry, white, whole thing. Child, white, whole thing. Mother, black, feels a little fucked up.
Strange.
You couldn't find a mixed Harry. You couldn't find him. Actually, I literally said it. There was a nice white lady next to me, and when I saw what was on stage, I was like, okay, Harry's mom is black, and she heard me, and I think I caught her racism in action because she said right, and then we both like looked at each other.
You were black, and she was like, "Oh no!"
And we both kind of sat there and giggled awkwardly, like, at least you're thinking the same thing. We both got caught up in a little bit of schism.
Racism avoided.
I like schism.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we shouldn't call it racism no more.
I like scissor.
Schism.
No, I mean I heard what you said.
Schism.
I heard what you said.
A schism.
A schism?
Yep. Look at all the blacks. They're out.
You can't just stop with that. You can't just stop. Look at all these blacks.
Look at all these blacks. Those are such. I know that black guy.
No. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
They're great. The blacks love me.
You should. I can't even get it out. You shouldn't say, look at all these blacks. I know that one.
I know that one.
I know that black.
That black man. Nice to see you.
Look at all these blacks. Look at him. He looks so happy. Look at my black American.
Look at my black Americans.
Wow. Look at him. Wow.
Look. They say the blacks don't like me. Well, why are they here?
Yeah.
He talks about them like it's all the black people in the world be at his rallies.
They say the blacks don't like me, and I say black people like me. Those N-words don't like me.
Camera pans. It's like one black guy in the whole sea of a West Virginian citizen.
Yeah.
It's funny. Let's also talk about this week. There's some interesting things to talk about this podcast. I think it'll be fairly interesting to listen to.
Well, because we've had Trump on the brain so much.
Trump on the brain
these past couple of days because TikTok just got banned.
That's not what I wanted to talk about, but yes, we can go with TikTok first.
Yeah, let's
go with TikTok first.
After we recorded the episode with Deja yesterday,
literally almost immediately after,
I went on TikTok and it was banned. it gave that error message saying, "Hey, TikTok's with the ban and everything. We shut off TikTok. We're talking to President Trump and he'll help us out."
Such a slight flex of the American government to be like, you can't use this anymore.
Yeah.
And then it just disappears casually on the 19th day of January.
So we all heard that, right? And we thought, oh my God, TikTok's good.
I didn't think that. Damn about TikTok.
Yeah.
Commies.
I wouldn't say that. Oh,
Are you scared?
Wait.
Are you one of them?
Wait. Some audio texture for the listeners.
Audio texture. That's a very good, nice way to say that. Audio texture.
Some texture for the listeners.
You've been reading those art design books, haven't you?
No, it's podcasting terms.
Audio texture.
Some audio texture. Yeah, some audio texture.
That's what I'm gonna tell someone if I don't like their voice.
You give good texture.
I'm gonna be like, your audio texture really just doesn't agree with my ears.
That's crazy. Like, that's a crazy thing to say, first of all.
When you speak, your audio texture is really just makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. I don't like it.
It's texture. It's like when you're painting, you could leave the canvas blank, or you could get a little bit of paint and just blotch it.
Yeah.
And give a little bit of like surfacing, 3D.
Gotta blot that shit. Have you ever seen American Gangster?
Yeah. You don't use it. This is
alpaca.
This is alpaca.
You don't wipe that shit. You gotta blot.
Get some baking soda.
Blot that shit. That is the funniest scene ever. Because that's exactly how I would act if I had money and something happened right after something just pissed me off.
This is alpaca.
That's alpaca. Can't wipe that shit. You gotta blot that shit. Yeah, man, that would be fire.
I'm drunk now. I knew that'd get you. I don't know why. I knew that'd get you. I'm drunk now. Oh, that's some good shit.
Oh my goodness.
That's some good shit.
How is that, of all the lines, how is that the funniest Denzel line of all time? That shit is hilarious to me.
I'm drunk now. He's dying over it. He is dying over it.
I can't even explain how funny it is to me, because it's like
it's such a sad movie,
bro,
too.
He's on trial. Like, this man's life is about to end, and he's choosing honesty. He's choosing the utmost honesty, and that shit is hilarious.
How do you know that she didn't drink those 3 bottles? Because I drank those 3 bottles.
I was drunk on the.
So you were drunk. I'm drunk now. That might not be how it went, but that's how I remember it.
Yes, on all those days, from the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th.
yeah. Damn. Goddamn, Denzel.
I'm drunk now. Oh no, you are going to jail. That's the crazy thing, bro.
That was such a sad movie.
It's like,
it was so impactful when it came out too.
That can't be the funniest Denzel line, but that shit is so freak. I don't know why it's funny, but I think it's you good?
Do I smell like cat shit? That pissed me off. I got a whiff of that. I'm angry. Who the fuck? Yo.
You had some soju this morning?
I'm angry. I didn't have any soju this morning.
Man, bro, I don't know if it's like just the honesty. I don't know if it's the tone of his voice. Like, I can hear him say it in my head. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But something about that is fucking hilarious. I think about myself in that situation.
Yeah.
And it's just like imagine you at work.
He's honest.
Yeah, it's like
he's truthful.
That's what it is. It's the humor in how honest he's being. Now, without context, like you said, you added like, hey, it's a sad movie, and people know that.
Right.
Without context, because that's how most people will see it if they're on social media.
Right.
They won't know at all. It's just a man sitting at a table telling this board of people, this is supposed to be a serious situation. I'm drunk now. On the days of the 11th, the 12th, the 13th. I was drunk all those days. You see him struggling. This is a man that is diseased. He has an affliction with alcohol, and he gave you the honesty to say it. That takes so much, like, humility, zero ego.
And this is like 2 hours into a press conference.
Facts.
This is like 2 hours. He had drinks right beforehand. Heavy on that liquor.
And mind you, he still gave one of the most honest testimonies ever, and was the only person who was able.
Only he could have done it.
Only he could have done it.
Only he could have done it.
I would have let him off.
Those flight sim pilots don't know shit.
They couldn't do it.
No, they couldn't do it at all.
With under the most pressure in a real life scenario, inebriated. This man saved hundreds of people.
All the pilots just went back. They had time. So what? So did those pilots know that they had 1,500 lives? Did those pilots know that?
Gave a hell of a performance.
Those pilots knew that the engine was gonna fail. I didn't know the engine was gonna fail.
Gosh, man, that's like.
Oh shit!
It's like some, because alcoholics will tell you the more you drink, the better you get at it.
Statistically, I don't want to spread misinformation. Statistically, if you do something enough times, you will get better at that, and that goes for any skill, regardless if you're inebriated or not. So technically, if you drink and drive consistently, you will be good at it.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't want to endorse drunk driving.
That's the hard part. That's why we can't say it.
I know.
But the truth is, that's exactly what happened in this scenario.
Yeah.
Is he had been flying drunk so much that in that moment he became the best pilot in the world for that specific moment.
For that moment.
But here's the problem. If it hadn't have worked,
nobody would have known.
Fuck no.
Nobody would have known because he would have died, and his body would have burnt up with the cockpit, and there would have been no toxicology report. There would have been no toxicology report. Toxicology report. The bottles would have been melted or shattered.
He won and he lost.
He won and he lost from only skill.
Only skill.
Off of just skill alone.
Because he was successful, he failed.
Right.
He lost. Isn't that something that will preach?
You know how they say it's safer on a plane than it is on a car accident? You know, it's safer in a plane than it is in a car.
It's a safer way to travel.
Right.
Safest way to travel.
Because people get into more car accidents than plane accidents, right? So
he took that a step further.
The reason people get into more and more car accidents every year is because of drunk driving. Consistently, it's drunk driving that elevates the statistic. So technically, he lowered the statistic by being drunk and not crashing. You see what I'm saying?
And then doing better than sober people in the simulation.
Exactly.
Insane.
He altered the statistic.
He changed. He could have ruined the multiverse. He could have ruined the fucking multiverse.
Shut up, bro.
He could have did it. He could have did it. But the sober people got what we learned was what you're saying seems absolutely valid. You know, it gets worse because there are more drunk drivers. What we learned that is if he is the only drunk pilot in the sky, it's literally safer.
Absolutely. Exactly. He's literally safer. He is safer than most drunk drivers. And he's up in the sky.
This is the only, if God say the same and I make it to law school, this is the only argument I want to present. I want to get him off scot-free. I want to be like, I think we should revisit this case and exonerate this man. He was defamed.
And he was defamed. He was the only one that could have done it.
Only person that did do it.
Only person that's ever done it.
You know what I would have wanted?
What?
I would have wanted them to allow him to get equally as drunk and then do the simulation again. Because in that scenario, if he's able to do it twice, he's good.
And the flight pilots can't do none of it sober. Get some drinks. Get some shots.
And see how they do. If they do worse and he still outperforms them, he should be free with no complications, no consequences.
Get him out of the cockpit. Get him on NASA. Get him in NASA.
Put him on a rocket ship.
Put him on the rocket ship.
Send him to the moon. He's obviously Buzz Arnold. Who?
Get him on Air Force One. Get him on Air Force One. Put him on him.
He can fly the president.
He can fly the president. He can fly anybody.
Why me? I bet you fly a kite better than most people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drunk now.
It's real shit.
Gosh, man.
It's real shit. If you can do something great while inebriated, but you can't do it as great while you're sober, what does that say?
No, I think you phrased it wrong.
It means you need to try things inebriated more often.
Just 1 or 2 shots. Well, actually, no, that is a truth.
Yeah.
If it's like if you take like 1 or 2 shots before you do something, generally you do
better.
Yeah, so if you look at it from like a returns perspective, where you got like one axis is like amount of shots, and another axis is like performance.
Well, you see, then
it goes up slightly in the beginning, but it starts to rapidly decline.
That's just the law of diminishing returns. How you get more and more shots in, it's not gonna go up infinitely more and more and more.
Exactly.
Yeah. You have to have the perfect amount.
So all we know is he took
3 bottles worth.
Gosh.
They only have 2 bottles. What? They're missing a bottle.
They're missing a bottle.
They didn't find it.
Who drank it? The pilot. Oh shit.
We got so off track.
100%. I don't even
about TikTok.
Oh.
What was I saying?
That was such a great tangent.
Oh yeah,
that was the perfect tangent.
It was pretty good. So TikTok got banned last night for 12 hours, or for however many hours, not even a full day.
Yep.
And about 3 hours ago, now, TikTok just got reinstated. New message on TikTok pops up. Hey, we're back.
It's not reinstated.
Thanks to President Trump for helping us and some or other.
Biggest finesse.
Oh yeah.
Ever.
And it's exactly how I said it was gonna go. Remember what I told you?
Yeah.
I came into Austin the other day and I said, bro, they're gonna put TikTok down for like 24 hours maybe, and then they're gonna bring it right back up when Trump is inaugurated or something or other. And,
it was even before he was inaugurated.
Exactly. And it's gonna be like, oh hey, we saved it. It's all a big ploy.
And like, honestly, right now it's being executed to freaking perfection.
Yeah, man. People just don't. It was never gonna be banned, dude.
Unfortunately,
it's too.
I honestly think it will be the downfall of this generation.
Why can't I drink and drive?
And yet, these kids can be on TikTok for hours at a time, and it's ruining their brains. There's literally the dictionary itself created a new word for what happens when you are. It's called brain rot.
Brain rot.
Now, I ain't the smartest fella in the world. There's only a few things I know to be able to rot. That's food, fruits, and
vegetables.
Exactly.
Vegetables.
My brain has never rotted. I've been drinking since I was 12. And not once did the dictionary call or make a new word called liquor rot.
Alcohol poisoning.
As a matter of fact, my liver is stronger than they've ever been. I'm drunk now.
I'm drunk. I'm drunk now. Bringing it back.
It's so funny to me.
Bringing it back full circle, guys.
I'm drunk now. As you know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's something only a drunk person would say.
Yeah.
Like, and it'd be funny. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if someone was high, someone that's high on shrooms is like, I'm on shrooms, right? Like, it doesn't sound funny. They sound fucked up.
Yeah.
Someone that's high, it's like, dog, I'm gone. I'm zooted right now.
I'm a gunner.
A man that has been telling you, you can't rely on the testimony.
No,
he gave.
You can't. No. He's been on there for like 2 hours.
2 hours straight.
And then he says, I'm drunk now. There's so much information he's just given us.
You wasted all these people's time.
How much?
As a drunk person would.
How much of this is reliable?
That's why it's funny.
Yeah.
That is why it's funny. We figured it out. It's funny as hell because his testimony had become irrelevant at that point. But for the previous 2 hours, everybody was locked in. If you watch that movie, you were invested.
Yeah.
Only to find out
It's just drunk. Oh, what's wrong with him? Oh, he's just drunk.
He's just drunk right now.
He's just drunk right now. Don't worry about him. Wait, but he just gave us valuable information.
I love it.
He's just drunk.
I absolutely let that man go.
Mm-hmm.
Any sentence he served, let it go. Yeah, your hand's getting cold, huh? What time is it? How much have we been talking about? Nothing.
We're about 50 minutes in. We can start wrapping up at this point.
Damn, no, but I wanted to talk about how
all right.
MLK Day is also on Inauguration Day.
Let's do it.
I feel like that could be the second episode. Let's talk about this. In terms of being planned to like execute it to perfection, it culminates on Martin Luther King Day.
It's a very interesting day for the nation.
How did we let this black people, we need to have a serious conversation.
Don't say that.
We do. Black people, people of color, anybody that would have marched with MLK if he was alive, if you were like, yeah, I would have been there. Yeah. First of all, you're lying. Them dogs was on everybody's ass. I'm going to be honest. Yeah. I'm staying the fuck home. I'm sorry, Martin. I'm not getting my ass chewed today by a dog. Water hose? Seems like it hurts.
That's high pressure.
I forgot who posted it, but it was like let's be real. I know MLK, it was peaceful and all, like, and that was good, and we got some great things out of it. But be honest with yourselves. If you were in fighting for your civil rights during the segregation area, and someone gave you the option of Martin, and he was like, yeah, we gonna sit here and we're not gonna do nothing.
And we're not gonna move.
They are gonna do everything they can. And you must not retaliate. You must be peaceful.
Peaceful protest.
Sit there. Don't say nothing. And then
you get pies on you.
You're right.
You get milkshakes on you.
Pies, milkshakes. Someone spit in your food, spit on your face. You got nasty breath all in your nose.
I want some grits.
It's terribleness around you.
All of it.
And then someone give you the option where it's like, hey, we gonna fight these motherfuckers if they try to fuck with us. I'm going with Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm going with Denzel.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Another Denzel.
Facts.
Because he was Malcolm X.
He was Malcolm X. But I say this to say, regardless of what side you was on, we have honored this day. You know, I think we did a good thing by saying, you know, we're not calling it Columbus Day anymore. We're calling it Indigenous Persons Day. Yeah, Persons Day. But we are about to inaugurate, arguably, the most racially controversial person we have seen in decades.
You know what's funny? Trump made a lot of good relations with China and Korea.
I just want to let that one sit. I don't want to make it comment. Cut this part where I'm responding. Just cut it out.
Okay.
And we'll just make that a long pause moment. Here, let's do it now so it'll just go right. Yep, you're right about that.
Interesting stuff, I have to tell you.
So on MLK Day,
I love the Chinese, by the way.
Oh my God.
I love the Japanese too. You know what I love more than the Japanese and the Chinese?
Koreans?
No, the Mexicans.
Well, seems about right. Properly culturalist.
I mean, I just have a preference. I like Mexicans.
I'm trying to figure out where you're going with it.
I want
to riff off of you, but I just don't.
I'm just saying.
I don't know what avenue. I don't know if we're pretending to be anything right now. I don't know what's going on. I just hear you.
I'm just being 100%. I'm just being straight
naming off your top 3 like ethnicities.
I like
all nationalities.
I like all of those cultures, and I like mine the most. That's just how it is, and that's my opinion.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
At what point does it not become okay? At what point does that very okay and openly accepted statement that objectively should not offend anyone?
That's a great question, Derrick, and I'll let you know. Whenever you start liking your own race more than any other race, that's okay. Whenever you start claiming that your race is better than another race, that's racism. Whenever you say I'm Mexican and I can do this because I'm Mexican, that might be racially motivated.
It's possibly racially motivated. Yes, I agree.
Like I can say, I can eat these grits better than you.
Interesting
because
statement.
I'm Mexican.
You can't. One, I'm black.
Okay, well that's racially motivated.
You see?
Yeah.
You see?
There you go.
So what we've just proven, people, is more than just white people can be racist. One,
a black
and two, white people are very racist. Cause
oh yeah, because they don't like nobody.
They don't like shit.
They don't like each other. But I mean that's whatever though, because
yeah.
I mean yeah,
it's just a great episode. Mike, check.
Holy shit.
Hold on. You're gonna hear that one before I close out. Yeah, you hear that? Yeah, feel the breeze.
Feel that breeze, god damn it.
My hands damn near froze so you could get this episode.
I've been switching hands the entire time.
No, I just got one in my pocket. What I'll do for the next episode.
We're going to go inside for a little bit. We're going to warm up, and then we're going to come out here for another good episode.
And I'm going to use the other hand while this one is in my pocket.
Exactly.
That's what we call balance.
I love all of you. Thank you very much for watching. We love you.
We understand what we don't know is about to take place over the next few years.
I love you, even if you are not Mexican.
Right. Same.
Yeah.
I do love you, even if you're not Mexican.
I love unconditionally.
Okay.
I'm pure of heart. You can tell by the way I said that.
Right. Okay. Hey.
I love all peoples.
You don't see color.
No, I see color. I know when to differentiate.
Great answer.
Yeah.
Top tier answer. She left her fucking pizza here. We have pizza. Mic check 1 2 1 2. We're finna eat pizza.
Oh my
God. Thank you.
God.
Random Tangent Crew out. God.